thank you so much for joining me today for another video. So today I thought I'd do a get ready with me kind of video because I haven't done one in so long. And today I thought it would be appropriate because I am going to one of my friend's weddings, and I just figured I would just get ready with you guys and just kind of, you know, sit down and chat a little bit. Before I go on ahead and just kind of get this face together, if you are new and it's your first time here, let me introduce myself. My name is Jane, and I'm so glad that you found me somehow, and I hope that we can be good friends. Alright, let's get this face ready. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and prime my face. Actually, no. I'm gonna start with my eyes. So I'm gonna prime my eyes. I'm gonna use my classic Urban Decay primer potion in the anti-aging version. Just put that all over my lids. How have your guys' summer been going? I feel like it's crazy that it's already middle of July. Actually, it's past the middle of July, so that's kind of insane. We're past the midpoint of our summer, so why? I think I'm just gonna grab my ColourPop I Think I Love You palette and then set my entire lid with this kind of like creamy shade that I always like using. It's matte, but it has like hints of glimmer here and there, but it really doesn't come across as shimmery at all. I'm gonna set my eyes. I decided to leave the window open for, you know, just the casual sake, and it's kind of nice to hear ambient noise sometimes. But you can definitely hear the cicadas, I think, because it's so loud. I can't imagine you not hearing it. Cicadas are such interesting creatures. I remember, like, when I was going to school in Korea for a little bit, like, the 3 years that I lived there, we did this whole section on learning about cicadas and their whole life cycle, and like how they go from like a larvae to whatever to like a full-blown, you know, adult cicada. And I remember feeling so smart that I knew like every phase of a cicada's life cycle, and I was like going around like telling everyone about them. I was just like so happy and proud of myself. I'm gonna take this like taupey brown shade and add it as a transition per usual. So yeah, I mean, I don't remember any of that now, but like whenever I think of cicadas, that's what I think of. So this is like the second wedding that I'm going to this summer, so it hasn't like been a crazy wedding kind of summer, you know. I think my friends are still like not quite at the age where they're all like wanting to get married, but we're getting there soon. Alright, next I'm gonna add a darker brown color here and just add it to my lid area. I'm going for sort of like a soft brown smoky eye look today, so let's see if that turns out well. Just add it to the lid with a somewhat fluffy brush. I'm not really using like a flat brush. You guys, this summer is probably the craziest summer that I will have experienced in a while. I just feel like there's just so many transitions going on this summer, like just so many things, so many changes that I will tell you about eventually. But I'm just so excited about just the future, you know? It's been interesting to try to keep like my worries and anxieties in check while like trying to trust that like everything will be okay. But it's already been like a really awesome summer, I feel like. It's so funny because everyone around us, like our friends, are all transitioning, like they're moving on to the next chapter in life, and it's just like we're all kind of doing that. So it's just so funny, you know, how that works. It's so funny when I try to do these like chatty ready goes because I'm not the best at talking while doing my makeup. I'm like the silent, concentrating makeup applier, you know? You guys, there's so many good movies coming out. One of the movies that I'm like really excited to watch is the Ant-Man and the Wasp. Wait, did that already come out? I don't know. It might have, but I'm so excited to watch that one. I really like the first Ant-Man movie, so I do have high expectations. There's like a little patchiness going on here. Why? That's what I get for using a dirty brush. Alright, next I'm going to take this. I decided I'm gonna do like a half soft cut crease. I always change my mind. I'm gonna take this like really pretty pinky shimmery shade, take that on a flat brush and kind of softly cut out my half cut crease here. And I'll wet it after I have roughly outlined my half cut crease. And I'll like darken up the outer corner too. What TV shows have you guys been watching lately? Do you have any recommendations? Have any of you watched Handmaid's Tale? I keep hearing like good things about it and like people like really love it, but at the same time I don't really like super like dark TV shows. There's so many TV shows that I love that have come out with new seasons on Netflix, but I can't seem to watch them because right now I'm watching Naruto, which I never thought I'd hear myself say, you know? It just happened like on a whim, and like 500 plus episodes later, here I am. I've never been like a huge anime kind of person, but things just happen in life. I think it's time to wet this brush and intensify this shadow. I'll just use what I usually use to wet my brushes. It's the ColourPop Amethyst Crystal Priming Spray, which I never use. Just spray that. Yes. Ooh. So pretty. I feel like I did this look on like one of my live videos, I'm pretty sure. There's definitely a difference. I'm gonna make sure my eyes match. Alright, I want to add a little more to this like iciness because it's a bit too icy. So I'm gonna add this like bronzy beautiful rose gold shade and just kind of add it to the middle of my lid. Ooh, that is pretty. I really like this rose gold shade. I feel like without this, it looked a bit too icy for my skin tone, you know? Alright, I think I've worked on this half cut crease area long enough. I'm gonna go ahead now and add some black, but just a tiny little bit, like really not much at all. Just like a dab of it. Seriously, not a lot. Dab it like, whee! That's it. Just add a little more depth and kind of like flick it inward like that, so it adds like way more dimension, you know, like you can already see it, because black can get quickly crazy like real fast. What's like your go-to like wedding guest makeup? For me, I don't really have a go-to. I just like do whatever would look good with the outfit that I'm wearing. So I guess this kind of vibe would go with like pretty much any outfit. But I know the last wedding I went to, I did like a really simple golden champagne-y eye with like nice lashes and a red lip, and it looked really good with the dress that I was wearing. But this time around I'm gonna wear like a more pinky mauve plus ivory flowers kind of like dress. So I figured I could go like a red lip wouldn't look as good, so I'm gonna go with like a nudier lip. So I will go darker with my eyes. Alright, and now I'm gonna buff it out a little bit using that brown shade I used earlier, just to introduce that warmth back a little bit. Or am I just tripping? I think it looks good. Now I'm gonna add some liquid liner. It's just a black liner. Let it dry, let it dry. Is this side not blended well? Sister. Is this even a half cut crease anymore? I feel like it's pretty much a full cut crease. My makeup is always evolving. Oh my goodness, it took way too long to do my liner today, and it got longer and longer and longer, and I just gotta deal with it. But I am going to go ahead and prime my face using the Hourglass Veil Mineral Primer. I really like this one, especially for the summer when I have like a little more tendency to have oily skin. I'm just gonna apply this from the tube. Just gonna concentrate it also in areas that I get oily, you know? Just makes your face feel really smooth and it does great for oil control. So if you do have oily skin, I do recommend it. Alright, so I have a damp beauty sponge and I'm gonna apply my Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation by NARS. I actually really like this foundation. It looks like really natural like skin, but it gives you a decent amount of coverage and it lasts a really nice long time. I guess more of a moussey texture or consistency than what I remember. Just dot it all over, and this is about like 2 pumps worth. Right, let's blend it in with my beauty sponge. It looks so good. Just blend it down a little bit. Right, now we'll add some concealer. I'm just gonna use my Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Dark Circles Eraser. I'll just apply this a little bit under my eyes to brighten that space up, down my forehead a little bit, my nose, and my chin, and blend it out again. By the way, you guys, Sam and I are thinking of starting a podcast. I don't know if any of you are like podcast listeners, but yeah, we're thinking of starting like a podcast just talking about our lives, and I was wondering if any of you guys would be interested in listening to it. We have already recorded the first episode, but we're not gonna release it until we have 3 episodes recorded, and I'm kind of excited about it, but it's just been really hectic lately, so we haven't recorded the other 2 episodes yet. But yeah, as soon as we release those episodes, I would love to let you guys know in case any of you are interested in listening to the podcast. And of course, when I let you know, I'll like link it in my social media and everything too. Alright, now let's apply some powder. I actually always enjoy using this Tarte Amazonian Smooth Operator powder, and it's just like a translucent powder. And I use this on my wedding day as well, actually. I believe this comes in like a loose powder format. I just figured this is less messy, so I like using a compact. Dipping my beauty sponge in there and lightly setting my entire face. This not only sets my foundation, but it also mattifies my face. After that, I'm gonna quickly just spritz my entire face because I want it to look a little more natural. I'm gonna first take this Pixi Hydrating Milky Mist. This stuff smells so good. I like to like initially spray it into the air because the sprayer nozzle isn't the best. And I just let it, everything kind of sink into my face, make it more natural. The nozzle's not great because it leaves like little droplets, and I just kind of go like that with the beauty sponge. Alright, next let's add some bronzer. I'm gonna use my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I feel like this will just add like a better effect to my face overall because my eyes are a bit intense. I don't really want my contour to be too intense, you know. Just bring a little bit of warmth so I can bronze it up like that. And I think that's pretty much good for bronzer. Now for highlight, I don't want to really go that crazy with it because my eyes are just like really shimmery. So I think I'll use this Clean Color Baked Highlighter that I got for free when I bought, you know, a whole bunch of Hush makeup. So I'll apply this because this is kind of like subtle. It's not too much, but it gives you that kind of beautiful glow from within vibe. It still gives you like a really nice sheen, but it's not like blinding like my ColourPop Here Kitty Kitty highlight. Just gonna blend out this high cheek area right there. Okay, now I think pretty much everything regarding my like face makeup is done, but let's just continue working on the eye area. I'll just use this NYX Micro Brow Pencil. Alright, my brows are done, and I did apply like brow mascara to kind of feather them out a little bit, but I'm gonna go ahead and use these Either Lux Opulent Lashes, my favorite, and apply these onto my eyes because this eye look calls for some lashes. I'm gonna go ahead and do that and be right back. Alright, now for the final touch. Oh my gosh, lashes just change an entire look. But for the final touch, I'm gonna apply this Maybelline, what is it called? Super Stay Matte Ink Liquid Lipstick in the shade Poet. And it's like a nude, maybe like a pinky peachy nude. Now I'll apply this and see if I need to darken up my, you know, lips a little more with a liner or something. Yeah, I'll need to darken it up. I'm gonna add this liquid lipstick in the shade Seductress. This is a pinkier nude lip than I was expecting it to be, so I'm gonna add a little bit more liner to not make it so pink. I'm using this, not this one. I'm using this Rimmel Exaggerate Full Lip Color. It's in the shade Epic. And I really like using this one to define my lip shape. Alright, I think I will be good enough with that. So that is the completed look, and I'm gonna finish this off with a setting spray here. I'm gonna use this Skindinavia makeup setting spray. It's the bridal version, and I'm actually gonna help the bride apply this today, so I'll test it on myself too. Let me just, there you go. Okay. Just douse my skin in it. Fan it out, fan it out. Ooh. This looks very good. Alright, you guys, so this is the finished look. It is my wedding guest glam makeup. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry I didn't really talk much in this video, but I was like just really concentrating hard to make sure my makeup turned out just the way I wanted it to. But nonetheless, it was just fun to just kind of sit down and apply my makeup just casually, you know, like we were sitting together in a room and getting ready together. So I hope you got that feel too. Thank you guys so much for always supporting me and encouraging me with your super kind and sweet words. I really appreciate you guys, and I love you guys so much. And with all that said, I'll hopefully see you in my next video next week. Bye! Mwah.